Hey guys, so in today's video, I wanted to talk to you about something that I plan on talking to my PCP about tomorrow when I see him. I have an appointment tomorrow afternoon, and it's basically an ER follow-up, as well as talking about some blood sugar issues that I've been having recently. But I also want to talk to him about the pain that I've been having to see if he can suggest any sort of different medication other than the Flexeril that he's been giving me to help me deal with my back pain. Now that we know that it is not just a muscular issue, it is also like a spinal bone issue. I definitely want to talk to him about that. But I have been having some tremors lately, and I don't know if he has a suggestion or if he's just going to say that I should talk to the neurologist about it. I don't really feel super confident talking to my neurologist about these tremors because my neurologist, now that he knows that I have functional neurological disorder, kind of blames all of my issues with a bunch of things on my functional neurological disorder, and he doesn't really seem to want to even test for different things. But I've been having tremors um, quite frequently in the past couple of weeks or so. I've noticed that they've gotten worse, and so I definitely want to get it checked out, and I want to see what they have to say about them because it's just it's getting to the point where I'm noticing it quite a bit more, and it's becoming worrisome and troublesome at the same time. So I'm worrying about it because it's gotten to the point a few times where the tremors are so bad that it's interrupting my ability to do my daily tasks, and I don't like that for a number of reasons. Basically because I'm shaking so much that I don't feel comfortable even getting up out of my wheelchair. And for those of you who don't know, I do sit in my wheelchair during the day if I'm not feeling well. It is also the chair that I sit at my desk with. Because I don't have like an office chair right now, I just use my wheelchair, which makes sense because if I'm not feeling well, I can use my wheelchair to get around the house and feel a little bit more safe doing certain tasks and, doing certain things. But with these tremors, I don't know what's causing them. And yes, tremors can be a symptom of functional neurological disorder, but I want to rule out other causes as well because I just want to make sure that we're not missing something. Because just because something can be a symptom of functional neurological disorder doesn't necessarily mean that it is caused by that. And so, even though it is a potential symptom, I just want to make sure that there's nothing else causing it. Because I think people are so quick to say, well, you have FND, so it must be a symptom of FND because it is a potential symptom of FND. Okay, well, even though it is a potential symptom of FND, that doesn't mean that I can never have other things going on other than just FND. And I think because people have such a stigma surrounding FND and there's such a lack of education with certain health practitioners or with health practitioners or providers at all. I feel like, there's not as much of a push to research different things or to rule out different conditions. And I'm not saying that I want to have other conditions, so please don't think that. I just want to rule out other conditions because just because I have FND, I do have other health conditions as well. I have epilepsy, I have anxiety, I have depression, I have PTSD. And, just because I do have those other conditions, I don't want to have other conditions, but I do have multiple chronic illnesses. And I think it's important to rule out any other possibility before just saying, oh, well, it's your FND. And it gets frustrating as a person who has functional neurological disorder or FND. Um, because people don't seem to want to, like I said, do any other testing once they hear that you have FND. It's, oh, well, it's your FND. Oh, well, that's probably just your FND, so we might as well just not check on anything else. No other testing needs to be done. They just automatically blame it on your FND, and that's it. Um, so I feel like maybe my PCP has something to offer as far as testing goes. Maybe he can order some tests, but I don't know if he'd be willing to do that or if he just wants me to see my neurologist and leave it at that. So I definitely want to bring that up to him tomorrow, and I've talked to my husband about it as well. And, he wants to make sure that everything is okay. And, I've told him about my shakiness, my tremors, and it's just very frustrating because, it can also be a potential side effect of the medications that I'm taking. It can be a potential side effect of low blood sugar, high blood sugar. It's very frustrating because it could be caused by a number of different things. I just really want to rule out some of the more major potential causes because I want to know. Like, if it's something big, then I want to know because then we could do something else or we could start a medication, or at least know what the cause is. If it's something major, then I want to be able to get ahead of it or get in front of it as quickly as possible because I don't want something major to end up getting worse or causing other problems in my life because I have enough problems to deal with all of these other chronic illnesses that I have. So, you know, this is basically like a rant, but I wanted to tell you guys that I've been having these tremors for a while now, and sometimes it is my whole body. And, it's very frustrating because I want to make sure that um, I am taking care of myself and getting everything checked out and not just going automatically to, oh, it's your FND. Because I know that there are so many people who are just willing to blame it all on your FND, but I'm not one of those people. I am trying to do my best to take care of myself. And, part of that is getting ahead of other health problems before they get worse or before they cause me other problems. So, anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you have had tremors or if you have functional neurological disorder, or FND or any other chronic illness and you have had tremors, maybe from a medication side effect or whatever, let me know if you have had tremors, and basically how you went about bringing this up to your doctor or your primary care provider and what they did as far as testing. So yeah, anyways, that's it for today's video. I will let you guys know how it goes with my PCP tomorrow. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in tomorrow's video.